Water in Time and Space was Hirasawa's first solo album, and released September 1st, 1989 under the label Polydor KK. It is the first part of a trilogy, with The Ghost in Science being the second, and Virtual Rabbit being the third. They explore reality, religion, science, and dreams. At the end of P Model's December 28, 1988 show at Shibuya Club QUATTRO, Susumu Hirasawa announced that the band was entering cold sleep in preparation for the coming Ice Age, effectively signaling its disbandment. The decision, following the lengthy production battles with the albums One Pattern and Monster, had drained the entire group, which brought Hirasawa to the realization that his approach since 1983 had created unworkable long-term problems. According to the Hirapedia, he felt that P Model had effectively stopped being a band when its only other creative force, Yasumi Tanaka, had left, and he had only continued it out of misplaced emotional attachment in a period of poor mental health. By that point, he'd spent months making arrangements for the making of his first solo album in secret from the other members of P Model. While Monster was still in production, Hirasawa maintained several side projects that went beyond the scope of P Model. On the music side, he made Shun 4 and the first tracks of How About Fuku. Both ventures saw him experimenting with new forms of sampling and layering tracks. Elsewhere, he began practicing with the Amiga program graphic programs, eventually establishing the private label Photon to distribute tapes of his CG work through mail order. His first release, Susumu Hirasawa's CG New Year's card, serves both as a demonstration of his new skill and a confirmation of this upcoming solo career. Following the announcement of P Model's separation, Hirasawa took to untying his other outlets from the band. On March 1st, his management office changed its name from Model House to Octave. In April 4th, Hirasawa signed a contract with Polydor and started recording the album in their studios, taking only a month to do so. His first solo tour took place 1 month after finishing the album. So the album starts with the song Haldyn Hotel. It begins with the sounds of an old train. I remember when I first heard the song, I thought it was kind of corny. But even though it was corny, there was something addicting and catchy about it. This fun sound of Hirasawa you rarely hear anymore. Root of Spirit. Root of Spirit is a perfect example of Hirasawa's clever use of nature and relaxation. It's a beautiful song to listen to after a hard day's work. It's very uplifting, and I encourage you to take a walk in the woods and listen to it. Coyote. Coyote is similar to Haldyn Hotel in that it's a corny yet catchy sound. It's definitely a different sound, and I picture it in a wacky western, a Hirasawa western. Solar Ray. Solar Ray is one of a few really fun songs on this album, and it's a good reason why I describe the album as just being a fun listen. No Workshop. What in the world is this? Was the first quote by me when I listened to this song. And it's a classic example of Hirasawa's whimsical madness. The yodeling is also an added benefit.
This is Dune speaking.
Dune is like a weird dream. a good weird dream. There's lots of King Crimson influence in the song, and I just love all the wacky sounds that come together so perfectly before the song completely changes. This is another fun song, and it was originally supposed to be for the P Model album Monster. Frozen Beach is one of my favorite P Model songs, and originally appeared on the album Scuba, but it makes a pleasant appearance on this album, slightly different. I always felt that this song was the beginning of Hirasawa's signature style that we'd later see more on in his later albums. It's an empowering song, and one I can never get tired of. Water in Time and Space. This song is the title of the album, and it's a very peaceful and somber song when you just want to relax. Skeleton Coast Park. This is a song to listen to when you want to get things done. Empowering with its thundering drum in the background and Hirasawa's voice full of power and mystique. Venus. Venus is the most normal song Hirasawa has ever made, and it's a beautiful song. It's led by a classical guitar. It would also go perfectly with that Hirasawa Western that I mentioned earlier. It's a relaxing song you could sit back to, and it's a great finish to this amazing album. Life is gonna bring you to many places before placing you where you were meant to be. Hirasawa started in Mandrake, which eventually brought him to P Model, and then life decided it was time for Hirasawa to create his own vision, and that's this album right here. If you think about it, it's filled with all the things Hirasawa is known and loved for. Slow, emotional songs, fast-paced fun songs, cheesy, weird songs. Some of those with all of those qualities. To me, this is Hirasawa expressing himself through music. And while I like P Model, I'm glad he pursued his own thing, and maybe we should all do the same. Thanks guys for listening.